Hey everyone, welcome back to another part of Amazon clone series. Today we're going to set up entire backend. So first things first, I'm gonna create backend folder inside Amazon. Let's create backend and inside my terminal Amazon slash backend and then npm init, which means initialization dash y. So this command create our Node.js server, and you can see we have all the important and the package we are going to use. So I organize it so I can just paste it. You can see on backend I'm going to use Node1, Malta, Mongoose, JSON Web Token, Express.env, Post, Cookie Parser, Cloudinary, and React.js. So let me show you. I think yeah, here you go. So this is our package.json. Okay, and now yeah, let me import all the package we're gonna use. So npm I, you can write install, both gonna work. So let's paste this, and here you go. So it takes time a while, and yeah. So and in this project you see we are going to use Munstack. So let me set up other things. Okay, so first let me show you the code flow, how actually backend and frontend communicate each other. Right, so this is the right, so this is the basic diagram. Okay, with help of this diagram I'm gonna explain to you how backend and frontend communicate, and how backend respond to a frontend. Okay, and how MongoDB and we are using Cloudinary, communicate each other, right? Because my ultimate goal to give you give you understanding the architecture and the flow. Because nowadays, if you understand the architecture and the flow, you can build any project, right? And this is my ultimate goal on this project. So, so let's assume a scenario. Okay, let's say you are a user. So you want to sign up yourself on any e-commerce project. For simplicity, let's say you want to sign up yourself into our project. Okay, so first you have to provide all the basic data, your name, email, all the things, and along with, let's say you want to provide your image. So image is a profile, it's a file. Okay, then you repaste with help of http, right? And then backend can accept it, but it's not easy. You also use middleware. Right. So backend, before accepting your request, we can check like your request. Okay. That's middleware comes in. So middleware is a basic function which can check your things. Let's say in this case, let's say middleware check, are you authenticate user? Are you authorized user? Okay. So if you are, then this middleware let you in, or let your request to in the backend, and then backend can process it. Okay. So backend itself doesn't store any data. So that's why we need database. There you are. We have MongoDB, right? So all the data we can store MongoDB. Okay, all the data you can store MongoDB. Right. So and for store your image, we need to use a third-party cloud service. So we are using here Cloudinary. You can use Firebase, AWS, other service, but here Cloudinary is totally free. Cloudinary don't want any credit card or anything. You have to create an account and you can use it. Okay. So we store in Cloudinary, and then Cloudinary provide or send back to Frontend URL, and then we can store or save that URL into MongoDB, right? So and then we can response Frontend. This is a simple way. The best way to explain to you like how Frontend and backend work. So when we integrate our Redux toolkit, I'm gonna explain to you with this diagram. Right now, just you have to understand these things. Content a request to backend. Backend check your request before accepting it, and then after accepting it, it process and then it do some business logic. And then after that, it save all the information into MongoDB. And then if you provide a profile, it's gonna call the Cloudinary SDK, and then Cloudinary SDK send back to backend, and then backend store the URL. Now we have to set up Cloudinary. Okay, but back to the case code, and let's check all packages. And Nodemon, again Nodemon, Malta, Mongoose, Token, Express, .ng, Post, Cursor, Cloudinary, React.js. Okay, all right. You already import all the necessary package, and now it's time to set up our third-party configuration. So first, we're going to set up Cloudinary. So if you don't have Cloudinary account, please create and then just log in. So I already log in, and now I show you the home page. So this is the Cloudinary home page. So as a free user, Cloudinary provide you 25 credit. You can see last 30 days I'm able to use just 1% of that resource. So it's a huge resource for practicing. And then you can see go to API keys, have to click on it, and then we need three things from here: cloud name, API key, and API secret. So to get API secret, Cloudinary send you an email where you have to accept, and then you can get a password or like code. That code you have to paste here, and then you have to approve, and then you can see this code, and then you can copy it. So after doing these things, let's check out our environment variable file. Right? Oh, hold on. Okay. So this is the Cloudinary name, Cloudinary API key, and Cloudinary API secret. Don't use mine because I'm gonna delete after recording all my video. Right. because this is the demo thing. So I created all my demo project. So you need these three things: cloud name, API key, API secret. And now we have to set up the Cloudinary SDK, a basic configuration. So let me, okay. So inside backend folder, we have all the folder. And so I want to say you guys, I already create all the project, okay, like all the code. My like I'm only focusing on explain all the code line by line, because I'm gonna focus on more than writing code over, like, explain to you, right? Because I want you to understand the problem and solve it. So I'm gonna, I want to make you understand the architecture and the code flow. Because if you understand, then you can solve any problem, any kind of problem or any kind of project. You can build it by yourself. The main thing is right now, you should understand the architecture and the flow. Because right now AI is there. AI can help you to write a code, but you have to debug by yourself. Even though AI can debug it, but as I said, the more complex project it is, the more complexity and endpoint and routing is there. So you have to manage by yourself. If you understand, then you can do by yourself, right? That is the things you want to focus on it. So I'm going to explain all the code line by line. Don't worry, even if you can't get that code. Okay, I'm going to share my GitHub link. You can access free of cost. Don't worry. Inside backend, I have configure folder. Inside configure folder, I have three files. First, let's understand Cloudinary HDK. It's very simple and easy. So here you go. So I import v2 from Cloudinary and I name it Cloudinary. Then I import .env. Why? Because all the secret, I'm gonna use just their name, because we don't want to push our secret into GitHub or to share to anybody, right? That's why we have to put it in environment variable, protect it, and then that's why we need .env, and then just cloudinary.config and pass so object, and inside a cloud name, API key, API secret, and then we export it. That's it, right? This is the basic setup of Cloudinary. And now next things have to integrate our MongoDB, right? MongoDB database. So let's go to MongoDB website. So I already create my account. Don't have, please create your MongoDB account, and yeah. So I'm gonna create the new project because I have multiple projects. Okay, all right. So new project, just you can see, and project, click on it. I think guys, my laptop is it is working. Please sorry. Okay, so here you have to put your name. So Amazon, let's say Amazon one, whatever you can put your name. Okay, doesn't matter. And then next, and then here you can control your ownership. If you want to let somebody in your project, you can change the ownership. But for my case, I want to keep myself as a owner. So it's just I move forward, and then yeah, create project, and It's take time. And then you have to create a cluster, right? So let's create cluster, and then you have to choose you have to choose uh, like, so as a default MongoDB select M10, but free version is enough for practicing. That's where you can get 512 MB shared RAM and shared CPU. Don't worry, guys. If you're doing practicing, it's okay. And you have to name it. So already as a default cluster 0, it's fine. If you want to change, you can. You can select provider. For my case, AWS is uh, fine, and the region you can select. The region. For my case, is Mumbai. You can select. Let me show you. So whatever, like right now my laptop is hanging. So let's create a deployment. Okay. So and now you can copy this password, or yeah, and then create database user. Click on it. Then choose your connection method, and then I'm gonna choose driver. You can choose compass, but let's choose because we are using Node.js. So yeah, let's driver, and then you can see the entire MongoDB URL. Just copy it and make it done. And then once you complete it, just paste MongoDB URL inside environment variable. So there you go. So I name it Mongo, and then I paste MongoDB here. So now you can access MongoDB URL inside any file. Okay. So for that we have to configure the MongoDB. Okay. So let's back to our config folder. Inside config folder we have a MongoDB configuration. Okay. So we have a basic configuration. First we are importing Mongoose library. So Mongoose is a library to help you to model your data. So like it's some modeling and your data, like, and so yeah, so like data modeling, right? So yeah, Mongoose is a library. MongoDB is a database. So then we just call.env, and this is the asynchronous function. Okay, connect.db, it's a asynchronous function. Once you use async, you have to use array. What does it mean? It means it takes time. Mongoose is a library, and we have a method. So connect is a one of the method, and it connect a MongoDB, okay, with the data modeling, like in a Mongoose, right? And then so you can create a model and talk to MongoDB, and then inside this connect method, we are passing the URL, okay, the URL. So we are passing here indirectly with help of process.env, and Mongo is a name from environment variable, and now we console log it because we want to see it's working or not. So to debug purpose, yeah. So to show the yeah, show them into my terminal, and then inside the catch block, pass console log error. If if MongoDB throws any error, we can catch them inside catch block. And then this line is very important. Process.exist one. One means if Mongoose or MongoDB throws any error, right? You can see on Mongoose stops the server, right? If you don't use it, if Mongoose throw an error, your server is still running. It's not good things, right? Because Mongoose is not connected, so your backend will be crash. So we don't want to we don't we don't that. So so like to protect that, we have to do this thing. So other things, and this is a MongoDB. Okay, now you also use multi storage, but when we are going to write our sign up, then I can explain to you. That will make sense. And then so right now we have index.js. Let me show you. So this is the index.js. It's very simple because I separate also write other file app.js. So index.js is a entry point of backend. Right. So I import .env because and then connectivity from Mongo and then app. So I call .env and then I call also connectivity. And then this is a variable import 5004 and then app from this app, and listen is a Express.js method. With this it's a server method. So we can listen to the server, right? So and then it's an arrow function, and we just console log it and see the result. Okay, and this is the index.js. Very simple. Let me show you the app.js. All the integration, all the route you can handle here. So it makes clean in the index.js. Alright. So here we import Express and cookie parser for handling cookie parser for handling the the we can send WebJSON token browser. Alright. This is a way. If you don't use cookie parser, so you can handle it with header. But you want to use parser because it's easy for website, and course for backend and frontend can talk each other because they don't understand. So course can help them communicate. And then this is the import route, and then we the apps express, and this is the middleware. Use it's a middleware, so it's a building middleware. So we can pass our object. This is the post object, like what is it? Like this is the frontend URL. So we can talk, and then this is a credential because whatever data we pass from frontend, if you don't put a true credential, so backend doesn't understand what frontend want and what frontend are talking, right? And then express.json. So frontend send um, a raw data, but backend wants to understand what data is, so backend can format it in JSON format. So that's why we're using Express. Then cookie parser to handle the the token, and then this is our main endpoint. So in this project we have 4 endpoints: API slash user, API slash product, API slash order, API slash cart. Right? This is the basic setup of our backend, right? And we already set up content. We already set up our Cloudinary, MongoDB, all the basic um, code, right? And now the next video we are going to set up the front end, and we are going to build the data modeling, which means model schema. So thank you for watching.